Hello, how are you? This is going to be for the sign of Aries. It's for the week from 18th to the 24th of August. And first I'm going to pull the overall energy and then we will take it from there. If you need to reach out for a personal reading, energy clearing, cord cutting, scrying, spells, or any other services that I offer, or even just to ask something, there is an email in the description box below, so feel free to use it. Okay, Aries, let's see what is going on for you. Wow. Well, you might not like this one, but you have a Seven of Swords, you see. Now, Seven of Swords is stealing, lying, cheating, deception. The truth is, though, in this deck, when you get this one specifically here, it means that you're probably aware, or at least you know, like you do have, you know, like this, just you know that something is wrong. You might not really put your finger on it, but you do already sense this. For a lot of you, you do know, but you know, sometimes when we really want to believe something, we do tend to even fool ourselves or just to, you know, avoid looking at the red flags or whatever. Well, that's not going to be the case anymore. It looks like this week you're actually asked to do something about this. Okay, now I'm getting the Justice here and the Death card. Death card is Scorpio energy, Justice is Libra, but Justice sometimes, of course, for some of you with this type of deception here, it could be something legal. Okay, now it could be either inheritance or any type of settlement, or it could be also something that has to do with breaking the law. But the thing is, with the Death card, which is again the Scorpionic energy, it could be the change here. Okay, and this is what needs to happen. If you're dealing with any type of this situation, this really needs to change. Death is change and transformation and ending something that it's not good. Okay, now the Justice also talks sometimes about the decisions, the right decisions that are going to be made. So for some of you, you're really going to have to, you know, just do something about this, you see, to do what's right for you. Okay, now let's see, it could be karmic situation here, it can be many different things. So if you want to join the membership, there is a join button below the video. You can press it. There are a couple of options there that you can choose from and benefit from. And I do upload those members only videos every day, so it's a lot of extra videos to watch for those of you who like what I do. Also very good way to, you know, support me and my channel so that I can keep doing what I'm doing here. Okay, let's see what's going on, Aries, here for you. Yeah, well, the Page of Swords, it looks like you're going to be notified. Even if you didn't really know, you're going to find out. But for a lot of you, this is going to be something that you can't unsee. Even if you were avoiding and you didn't really want to believe that something is wrong or that, you know, well, now you're going to see. There is a possible communication also here, or even, you know, like, I don't know, some of you might be served even here. I don't know what's going on, but definitely there could be something legal going on. However, just make sure that you're on the right side of, you know, like law, legal or karmic here. Okay, there is going to be some, yeah, talking or information here, and this is going to shed a lot of light to what's really going on. You're going to have to do something about this. For those of you, of course, that resonate here, it might not be your reading, that's another story, but here, that's your message. Okay, well, the Death card is here, as I already mentioned here. Now, you know, sometimes some of you are reaching at this email that I mentioned, asking how I do this. I was born with a gift, you see. The card's a beautiful tool, but without the actual gift, it's just a pure guessing. Okay, now when you do have a gift, you know, you can do this without cards, but because the people do easier relate with the cards, that's why we do this with the cards. Well, that's your Death card here. Okay, that's something that I was already mentioning here, so let's just move forward. So you really need to make decision here. You're gonna have to end something here. Okay, that's gonna be decision, and something is gonna be decided. Well, the Wheel of Fortune, you see, it's time. This talks about divine timing. Sagittarius here, another major arcana. Also, this does bring second chances and opportunities, but you're gonna get that if you choose to do something different here. Okay, because here this wasn't working. Now you're gonna see why it wasn't working, and then you're gonna get the opportunity to do something about this so that you can get something that does work. But that's back to this Justice, which is also about making the right decision for yourself. For some of you, yes, it could be something that ends really well for you, legal here, okay, but it could be karmic. Now, the Wheel of Fortune also, it's Jupiter here, ruler of Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius, but it's a Jupiter. It is a planet of expansion, good luck and fortune. So something is going to end well for you, but you're going to have to see something for what it is, and you're going to have to do something about this, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing 55. 55, it's a master number. It talks about obstacles, but also change. Well, the Lovers is here, another major arcana. Look at this. Now, in this case here, for a lot of you, these Lovers are going to be about the choice that you're going to make. Lovers used to be the choice card before it became the soulmate card, okay, in tarot. So, this is mostly about the decision that you're going to make. Now, for some of you, I'm not saying. It could be, this decision could involve somebody, and this could be maybe why some of you are struggling, because this could be not only lover, but it can be, you know, like definitely here a family member, it can be, you know, like a business partner, and definitely this is something that can affect more than one area of your life. After all, this is a weekly energy check here, so anything goes, and this could be that. Now, it could be for some of you something that involves this soulmate, whoever the soulmate is, but for a lot of you, let's face it, this is going to be this decision that you need to make, okay? Gemini energy here, by the way. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Aries, you're gonna have a busy week, but it's gonna bring a lot of relief after once that you're done with this, okay? Well, the Magician, guys, look at this, 4 major arcana. This is a lot here. Now, Magician, again, it's Gemini, so you do have a strong Gemini here. Both of these are major arcana. This also represents Virgo as well. Why? Because this represents Mercury, okay? Mercury got direct, so it could be about, you know, things here that are going to be crystallizing, because with Mercury, you know, like retrograde, sometimes the things do blurb and, you know, not really clear. Well, this is clearing now, and you could have a communication definitely, or information or clarity, okay? Or some of you, you're going to change how you're seeing something, how you're perceiving, at least you should, you know? It's about the mindset. Why? Because the Mercury rules all that. It's a logic, it's a, you know, like communication here, that's the Mercury, information, there you go. Now, the interesting thing, I was not going to talk about this because I did a reading on that, but because I see here the energies, I was like, okay, let's just skip this because I don't want really to stay, you know, like too long here, but I have to mention. By the way, this 7 of Swords, it's Aquarius, okay? Aquarius, it's ruled by Uranus, which is currently in Gemini. Now, in Gemini, with this ruled by Mercury, okay, it's definitely about revolutionizing the thought process. This is Aquarius as well, by the way. And seeing something through the new you know, like a pair of eyes, for the new perspective here, seeing something different here, and then the change comes. But you're gonna have to really look at something, no matter how much you really wanted, and try to avoid that, okay? You're gonna have to make some choices and to bring some changes here, okay? That might not be very comfortable. For the rest of you, it could be here that finally somebody talks. This is a plan, strategy here, and negotiation, and definitely settlement. For those of you that this could be even something legal here, or even karmic, whatever. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Aries, it looks like it's gonna be a busy week for you. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week. Another major arcana. Guys, buckle up. This is gonna be it. Some of you, you're gonna resolve a major issue, something that could have been lingering here, like maybe, I don't know, 7 years, 9 years, maybe even longer for some of you, okay? Now, you're definitely in charge. You have the Emperor here. That's your energy. Major arcana, male or female, no gender in tarot. But this is your ruler, Mars. I told you you're gonna have to make some decisions. I know when I said that, some of you were like, you're gonna tell me what am I gonna do. It's not me, it's your messages here, and I did felt that intention from some. Okay, now the good news here is you do get here to say what you need to say and to do what you need to do, but it would be very wise here to just see something from a different perspective, okay? Not to be very firm in something, you know. Try to be flexible, try to be open to the different solutions, to the different outcomes here, okay, and to the new directions, because some of you might be a little bit stubborn, okay? Don't shoot the messenger here. That's the same people that were like, you're not gonna tell me what to do, okay? It's not me, it's your messages. I don't really have any reason to say anything to you. except to give you the guidance. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I don't have anything personal. Well, here we are. King of Swords. What did I tell you? Now, this would be all about these changes. Okay. About this thought process. Again, Aquarius, by the way, male or female. Okay. And this is about plan and strategy. But this one cuts out whatever needs to be cut out. So if something is shady here, if something is deceitful, if something is not in your best interest, it's gonna have to go. By the way, they're forcing 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay, sevens are about realignment, but also self-reflection. Okay, you're gonna have to admit to yourself here that maybe something here that you wanted to believe, maybe it's not what you thought. No shame in that. Don't be stubborn with this Mars energy here, okay? Just do what you need to do to have a good outcome here, okay? Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. Maybe now you are, you know, like shouting or whatever, but this is what needs to happen here. For those of you, of course, that resonate, okay? Now, here, this could be also lawyer, judge, business advisor, accountant. Some of you, maybe you need to see what's going on there. Make sure that everything is legit, whatever you are doing, because for some of you there is a strong sensation here of something being out of order and maybe even illegal. Not that you want it, but somebody might have, you know, done something, or something might have been forgotten here, whatever. Well, the Seven of Pentacles, I told you, sevens here, 77, master number, realignment, self-reflection. You might have been sitting in a certain situation for a long time, waiting for something. Well, you're not gonna wait anymore. You're gonna definitely take some action. At least that's your message here. Now, whoever doesn't want, of course, you do have a free will, don't do anything. But if you want to resolve this, well, the Knight of Swords, more of the Gemini. You see how many Gemini energy here and Aquarius energy. That's the Uranus, Aquarius ruler in Gemini, ruled by Mercury. That's what's going on here. Now, this is a fast-moving energy. So whatever is coming in, it's going to happen quickly. Okay, you're going to have to think on your feet and to make some decisions. Knight of Swords, it's a fast-moving energy, the fastest-moving knight. The knights bring change. I told you, change is here. Okay, so you're going to, you know, just have to jump on this wheel and ride it here. Okay, because you own it. Luckily here, you did show in your full power, but be wise. Okay. Be wise. Don't let sometimes the Mars energy, it can really get you a lot, but sometimes it can be a little bit too much. Here you're asked also to be flexible. You see, to be open to negotiate, to do what's smart, what's right. Sometimes the battles are won, not on the battlefield, okay, but actually when we sit down and negotiate. So just keep that in mind, okay? This also promises a lifestyle change, and it's gonna change. Trust me, if you resonate here, oh, your life, it's about to change. If you play your cards right, okay? Now I'm gonna leave it here. Love you all. Take care. Bye.